Hi guys, and welcome to a new studio vlog. My name is Lina and we have a lot of things to do today. In my last vlog I was on Sylt and I came home again and started working on some stuff for next year. So I managed to get sick right after I came home from Sylt. And then I didn't film for like 3 days, and now we have Wednesday already again, and I'm leaving for a convention on Friday and I'm not done packing everything yet. And I also have a product launch tomorrow and I want to upload this video tomorrow as well. So that's kind of a lot to deal with. Let's see how far we can get and how many things we can get done. I just take you along. So I might be a little bit all over the place, but I think we should get most of the things done. Well, we kind of have to, because I need to leave for the convention at 7 AM on Friday. And the product launch is also on Thursday at 10 PM. By the way, when you're watching this video, my products launch already, so go and check them out. So the products that are actually launching are my BunBun plushies. I would say the plushies are pretty far up there in terms of how hard they are to design and manufacture. Compared to other things like enamel pins, they are pretty hard to get down. The only thing that's even more complicated were my bags, which were also much more expensive. But yeah, I have been working on these cuties for like half a year now, and they are finally going live for pre-order. And I'm a little bit nervous. And launching a new product can always be a little bit nerve-wracking, but these ones are especially bad for me. Because 2 years ago I released these little guys, and not all of them, but this one. And this was my first BunBun plush. I made a Kickstarter with him to get the funding for the production cost. And sadly, people didn't like him as much. I had some friends who pulled together and actually managed to get us to the funding goal. And I am very appreciative that I was able to make him. But the problem is, when you're making a Kickstarter and you see that the interest is not very high, there's no reason to go forward with a project that will probably not go well, because you can already see in how many people are pre-ordering how big the interest is. So I ended up ordering a total of 150 of these. There's still a few here. That was 2 years ago and I still have some left. I already sell them at a discounted price. I think he's really cute, but like, people are not that interested in him. He's kind of derpy looking, but like in a good way. I think he's just round and cute and simple. Yeah, not that many people were interested in him. I made other color variations, one of BB and also one of BunBun. This one's really dark. These ones were just prototypes. I have a fourth one for Bubbles, but they never got made, so they're just mine. So this time I wanted to make sure that I do it right, and I came up with a new design. Here is Bubbles. I honestly think this is an optical illusion because of the white parts here. I don't know. He's the only one that looks like he has extremely long arms. But if you see him in real life, it doesn't look that bad. But on camera, he always looks like a croc. And then we got BunBun. This is the first one I got made. I got 2 free prototypes made of him. So these are the first 2 plushies I got made. This is a prototype, and also this one. As you can see, this one and this one are from the same manufacturer. This was from a different manufacturer, but I didn't like how this one turned out. I don't know, it just looks weird. With this one, this was the first prototype I got made, and then I decided that I thought the ribbon was a little bit too big. We also changed a few details, like this one is a little bit more fluffy. This is a little bit less fluffy, I like it better, and the ribbon is smaller. We also updated the little feet. But if you don't like them being attached to each other, you can actually, it's literally just a little bit of thread that is connecting it. So you can also just undo it, because this one was attached as well, and I just undid it. And as you can see, this takes a while. It took like half a year to come up with everything, and now having everything finalized. So I have my prototypes for my current bunnies. As I said, it's Bubbles and BunBun. And then we got BB. She has like really cute heart cheeks. I love them. Then we got Bagel. It's the only one that uses a different type of fabric, because we tried to dye his feet and also his ears. You can see it from the back. And the last one is BunBun. So these are the 5 new ones that just launched. I actually wanted to film the whole process of taking product pictures, but the thing was I was feeling so sick and terrible. And I also was running out of time that I just did it myself. So that's already done. So here is the page for my BunBun and Friends plushies, the pre-order, and we can look at a preview, and this is what it's gonna look like. This is what it's gonna look like for you guys. So I have been working on this, taking a lot of pictures, as you can see, of every bunny, and you can also get them as a bundle where you can get all 5 bunnies together, and you also get a freebie sticker. Also, before I forget about it, the reason why I open up pre-orders is basically to have enough funds to pay for production and also get an idea of how many people are interested in the product, because as I said, the other plushies went really bad. So I'm kind of traumatized and want to make sure that I don't order too many this time. So pre-orders is always a good way to figure out how many people actually want the product later, and then you order a little bit more than what was pre-ordered from people. Yeah, so in mass production I order a little bit more. I normally say like 25 to 50% more, so you have something you can sell afterwards, because some people don't see it in the pre-order phase and they want to buy a plushie anyway, so they can buy it after production is done and the product has arrived with me, or I can also take it to conventions with me. This weekend we are visiting the Polaris convention in Hamburg, which is actually one of my favorite conventions. I started attending conventions with the BunBun shop exactly 1 year ago on the Polaris Con, so it kind of holds a special place in my heart. For me, this is the last big convention this year. I might still attend 1 or 2 smaller ones, but they don't require as much preparation as this one. Since I have a lot of different products, packing normally takes 2 to 3 days for me. I want to make sure that I can bring a lot of stock so I don't sell out too quick, but even only bringing 10 pins of each design really starts adding up when you have over 100 different pin designs in your shop. And apart from pins, I actually have washi tapes, stickers, memo pads, prints, sticker sheets, keychains, and well, so many more items. And this doesn't even include big products like my shoulder bags or my premium tote bags. I admit it's definitely a lot and maybe a little bit overkill. To be honest, I don't even want to slow down. I want to make even more products next year. But I think at some point, getting my inventory and my stock to a convention will actually become a problem. So maybe in 24, I need to figure out a way to bring a little bit less. This is what my hallway looks like. We're starting convention preparation, so these are all the things I'm gonna take with me to the convention. This just arrived. It's the truck we're gonna use to bring all my products to the convention. Look at this! And it can drive up and down. I just don't know how to use it yet. This is my storage room. It's pretty empty because everything is inside the truck already. And also, look at how empty this hallway is. This is normally full with boxes, so we got everything inside the truck. Also, hey Bubble. Also, I waited for another order. And this is it. It arrived. These are my capsules for my gachapon. I ordered a machine a couple of months ago, and these are the capsules. By accident I ordered them with toys inside of them, which I didn't want to because I actually want to fill them up myself with plushies. After the convention I have to take all of these toys out of them, maybe gift them away. And here's the machine. This is coming with me to conventions in the future. I couldn't get it ready for this con, but starting 24 I'm gonna take it with me. One of the more tedious things I have to do before going to a convention is to make sure all boxes and items are labeled properly. Since I bring so many different products and because I always have some friends helping me at my booth, it's really important that everything is in its place, because trust me, there is nothing more annoying than looking for a pin for multiple minutes because it wasn't labeled properly and a small line is forming in front of your booth because you're taking so long. I'm speaking from experience, it's very stressful. So even though it takes a long time, I always like to be as organized as possible. This is a lot more work beforehand, but it makes the work at the convention so much more easy and convenient. To be fair, it also looks super satisfying when everything is at its place. I don't know if that's my OCD brain, but it always makes me super happy. There's probably some people who can get away with being chaotic because they don't bring as many different products to a convention, but I noticed that even with me preparing properly, it tends to get messy behind the booth by the end of day 2. So just the thought of me not preparing and how it would look then is just oof. I think doing this helps a lot at the end of the day, even if it's a lot of work. Okay, it's convention time. I'm ready. We are driving to Hamburg in a second. Here are the last couple of things that I need to take with me. It's mainly enamel pins, washi tapes, and then a few things to build the booth. And yeah, then off we go. Okay, not gonna lie, the Polaris convention this year was actually super insane. There was so much more people there than last year. Our booth was also twice the size compared to last year. And that definitely made a huge difference in sales. We actually doubled our sales from last year's Polaris convention, which is insane. So I'm super happy how the convention was going. By day 2 I ended up actually losing my voice, so I don't sound so good at the moment. And I'm also sick again. But the convention was still absolutely amazing. I met a lot of old and new friends and had a super good time. So thank you for everyone who stopped by. I really appreciate it, and I hope we see each other for the next vlog.